So our goal for our customers and the general public is to be able to choose the best materials when shopping for outdoor building materials, the bad, the good, and the best. And today we'd like to do the same thing, but on how to choose the right contractor to work with, something that's often more important than the materials themselves. Especially today where there's so much scamming going on, we want to make sure our customers are safe. Let's cover how to filter your search results when searching for an outdoor building contractor or fence contractor. The most common way to search for anything, obviously online. Now, when you search on Google or other similar search engines, the first results are always going to be ad results. These are companies that paid to be at the top of a search result, which means it could be anyone. A contractor who is 200 miles away from you, or a lead generating website where all they do is take your information and try to sell it to a fence company. When choosing a fence contractor, it's always best to work with local companies. Now, this may be the same for other trades too, but especially with fences and gates, you really want your contractor to be able to be there on a short notice if you have an emergency with your fence or your gate. So the best thing you can do is to scroll down until you see the organic search results. Your local search results will always have a map next to it so you can check the local address. But this still doesn't guarantee if they show up on the map that they're still a local contractor. Unfortunately, Google and other social platforms don't really check if a physical address actually exists for a business. Anyone can start a company and say they're doing business in a city, and Google will show them as a local without showing their actual address. So it's always best to double check. Check the street map view to see if there's a physical business, or just call them. So let's say you did the first filtration and now you found your local companies. Now it's important to know what options you have with those local contractors. The first one, unlicensed contractors, many of which have very nice websites, but you really just want to avoid working with them at all costs for a number of reasons. Number one, it's not legal to work with them. Number two, they typically lack sufficient skill set, resources, and knowledge. Number three, there's a ton of liability risk because they're unlicensed. So now you're left with two other options from the local contractors. A licensed one-man shop operation, which usually consists of a guy with a truck, maybe a helper, and then a fully established company with a physical location, a showroom, and a fabrication shop. Now, there's nothing wrong with going with the first licensed option, a man and a helper, but there's some limitations that you should be aware of. It's a small operation that has limited capabilities. They'll mainly offer what's available at box stores, which is typically just limited options. Unlike other trades, fencing and gates requires at a minimum a fabrication shop so you can make custom-made fences and gates with different styles. So when filtering your search, your best option really always is to go with your local fence company. Preferably those that are family owned and operated. That way the owners are always there to talk to you and be fully involved in the process. Now, some of your local companies that do have a fabrication shop and a showroom may be part of a big chain company or a franchise company. The chain companies will typically have the same owners running different companies under different names, DBA. Now, sometimes you may want to receive 3 different quotes, so you call 3 different companies. But in reality, you may be getting bids from the same companies under different names. And with the franchise companies, you will pay higher prices and you may compromise on quality. And they have lots of fees to pay that individual companies don't. So Torrance Fence Company is a family-owned business with only one location in Torrance. We don't have any other locations with other names, and we service a very limited area, about 15 to 20 miles from our location here in Torrance. So Santa Monica all the way down to Long Beach and the entire South Bay, of course. We really consider these our local cities. If we try to open it up further, this will dramatically affect our quality, starting with customer service to final installation. This allows us to focus on every project as a team and deliver the best customer service from the moment they call us to final installation day. We have no middleman with any of the fencing options that we offer. We stock truckloads of raw materials from our carefully selected manufacturers and fabricate our own custom fences, gates, and railings with your specifications. This means less cost, quality inspection from A to Z, and endless options for customization. It also means best warranties offered for materials and craftsmanship. Another reason why it's important to work with a family-owned local fabricator and installer is it takes years of experience and hard work to get to where we are today, where a franchise store can really be run by anyone, and for the most part, it's run by investors. When you see your local fence company with a big showroom and fabrication shop, it means they're doing something right. And more likely than not, they will be there in the future should you need their help. Torrance Fence Company has the largest showroom for outdoor building in the South Bay County. From fencing, gates, railings, patio covers, and decks. We have the biggest selection of different fencing materials and designs to choose from. Vinyl, aluminum, and wood-looking composite being our main choices. And all of these 3 products are custom fabricated by us here in Torrance.
I hope this will help you on your journey as you look for your contractor. And if your project is within our service area, please don't settle for less. Give us a call or visit our showroom. We build relationships as much as we build fences, and we'd be delighted to welcome you to the Torrance Fence family.